Hi, I'm Nathan Oakley, and as the name suggests, this will be a part 2 moan video, starting with my equipment, which has left me in a position where I can't live stream. So I've shipped out some of the various bits and bobs components to be repaired, and in the meantime, while I thought I'd tidy up and do a bit of housekeeping on my computer, I've had a computer issue, which has happened with no viruses or anything of that nature, just a random issue with my hard drive not talking to the motherboard correctly, beyond my expertise to fix, so that's also been shipped out. So I'm literally limited to making videos on a phone. Now, my moan is kind of twofold. So I often will be disagreeable. If I don't see something as being sensible or correct, I'm going to say so. Flat earthers, globe earthers, I don't care who they are. You know, people are people, and ideas and nonsense are the same. You know, you've got people who will just spout complete crap, speculative crap, in flat earth and in globe earth. And when it happens, I'm more than happy to check it and say, I don't think this is correct. This happened recently with Sun and Moon Group, and because we don't see eye to eye, they've decided that they're going to ban me from their group, which is fine, that's their privilege. And I have no issue with that. I will unsubscribe. Yes, that's right. I will unsubscribe, and that'll be the end of it, hopefully. You know, I don't expect that they'll start slagging me off left, right and centre for no good reason. If they do, obviously I'll have to address that, but in the meantime, that's how things should happen. If you don't agree with somebody and you can't reconcile your differences to the point where you're perturbed, frustrated, angered by the person who disagrees, simply disassociate yourself from them. You know, don't associate with them, and then you'll be fine. Move on, do other things. And that's pretty much what's happened with Sun and Moon. You know, frustrating when lots of people got in touch with me in the aftermath and said, I totally agree with you, yes. Why isn't anybody else bringing them upon this nonsense with square maps and 24-hour suns that don't exist and all this sort of stuff, portals. Anyway, that aside, that's an amicable disagreement in my view. More than happy with the way that that's worked out. If they don't want to be around me, fine, I don't want to be around them. End of problem. However, you've got people like Ranty Rant who seem to just want to have a go, and now has moved on to lying about me, which is extremely annoying. You know, if you don't agree with somebody, just move on. You don't need to go into chat rooms and start spouting lies and generating hatred for the person that's disagreed with you. I tend not to do it except in retaliation, which is what this is. So when I see Ranty Rant explaining to people in chat rooms that I've been trolling Mark Sargent and trying to bring him down, it's at the point where I think, okay, your lies are just so bad that I need to actually address them. So this is me addressing Ranty Rant's bullshit, which he seems to be content to spread about me. So he's put this comment, which I'll put up on screen now, or I don't know whose chat room it was in, but nevertheless in somebody's chat room, and you've got Karen B, again, somebody I don't know. I think I've spoken to her twice via Skype messaging, not verbally. I don't know who she is. You know, I know she associates with people who like to go around accusing women of being men. So based on that, I kind of distrust her because of the association she holds. But I ultimately don't know Karen B, but she seems to be content to agree with Ranty Rant's lies about me. So Ranty Rant, just to give you a bit of background, was telling a whole bunch of people in a chat room about Ken Burns. I didn't think it was true, challenged him, asked him for more evidence, and he got extremely angry with me. As I'm holding my kid, I might actually just get the voice reader to read out my email to Ranty Rant, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do it while I hold on, so if you can bear with me.
Dear Sir Madam, thank you for your email regarding my place in what I assume is the Flat Earth movement and my chosen methods of communication with strangers. We have never spoken before and I do not know your name. As it stands, you are a random unknown YouTuber. So please do not feel you have the right to question me or my place in whatever movement you consider yourself a part of. You made a poor argument in the video you shared with me in the chat room of a recent hangout. I questioned your evidence and you got very defensive, questioned my integrity and called me names. Now you seem to be suggesting we meet for Ranty Rant versus Nathan in my hometown. This I find to be more pathetic than you detailing your education status in chat rooms where other random strangers scoff at the indoctrination system you boast so highly of. I have already dressed you down once for your nonsense. Bearing in mind I have had Tim Osman on his knees making appeal videos and threatening to sue me because of my trolling of him. I can assure you that you do not want to troll me, like you did in FEAOHP chat. So far you have Nothing but behavior like a petulant teenager who's been dressed down for talking nonsense by a no-nonsense teacher. If you would like to attend the meeting in Leamington this Saturday, you will be warmly welcomed. I have no desire to make you or anyone else my enemy, but call me a prick and question my integrity, and you get a video with your sunburned face on the thumb and me pointing out exactly what I said to you in the chat. You shared your video with me, on but to 4,000 plus people who all agreed with me. Or you can make me a few adverts moaning about Nathan Oakley's place here. Spend lots of time thinking about Nathan Oakley. Hopefully make a few more videos for me. Get even more angry, and then, when we interact, watch me laugh in your face, like I did with Tim Osman. Choice is yours, Ranty Rant. As Nora said, I'm not a bad guy. I have no desire to fuck with you, as you are at this point a total nobody to me. But if you want to swallow your pride, I'm sure we would have a laugh and get on just fine. I'd love to know all about your tests and the equipment you spent that cash on, as it's clearly something you want to tell people about. Feel free to drop me a line on Skype. My username is Nathan0Ackley, the O in Oakley is a 0. It would be nice if you introduced yourself with a name when and if you do contact me again. Yours faithfully, Nathan Oakley.
So just to summarise, I've had Ranty Rant in chats threatening me, saying he wants to come down to Leamington for the meeting that we had recently to fight. He later said, oh, that was just a joke, and passed it all off. Then he's going around spreading lies about me, and as you've just heard from the context of my email, I'm not getting in touch being abusive. I'm saying I'd like to hear about your experiments and your equipment that you said you bought, extending the olive branch, not being abusive. So the fact that this guy has decided to go around telling people that I'm trolling Mark Sargent, it's just outrageous. I'm pretty sick of it, and like with other people from now on, I'm just going to check this kind of crap when it happens. So yeah, there we go. I've been Nathan Oakley. I'll see you all in the next video.